right, Dorian bringing additional flooding concerns for all of our coastal communities.
Yeah, we do know that storm going to strike as people in Miami Beach dealing with those king tides already. Christina Boomer is joining us this morning from Haulover Marina with the flooding we are seeing there this morning. Hi, Christina.
Yeah, this is just a wow. I mean, totally wild. I am standing on what was the parking lot, and you're going to glance over and see where the water met the parking lot and how those lines aren't so clear. And I'm joined by James here, and we were actually bonding a little bit just now about how we're both Miami natives and just a little bit in awe about these king tides.
Well, on top of the king's tides, we have the hurricane coming. We have everybody trying to get their boats out of the water to save their boats. And looks like we're going to get another pretty good storm, which this is probably number 20 for me. If you don't remember, Cleo and Donna and some of the ones from way back in the day. So.
I have to say, all morning long, it's been, in a way, a lot of camaraderie with the community, as those of us who have been here for so many years swap stories about storms we've lived through. But so tell us, which one is your boat?
Well, mine is this boat right here. And I'm not going to take my truck into the water this deep like everyone else because I don't want it to rust out. So I'm just waiting. I got plenty of food on board. I can wait the tide to go down, which in another few hours it will. And I'll pull my boat out of the water and go stick it between two buildings somewhere, anchor it stern and bow, maybe fill it with water, and then I'll go find myself a safe place.
And you know what's neat? We always talk about emergency management officials and all sorts of types of experts officials, but folks like you who have lived here, you're an expert. Why is it such a bad idea right now to get into this water not knowing kind of what's in it, but also pulling a truck, which we've seen
well,
lots of people do?
Personally, it's just I don't want everything underneath my truck, the exposed metal, to rust. Salt water is very detrimental to metal. If it was fresh water, I would probably go ahead and pull right in, but because it's salt water and I don't have a problem waiting, I'm retired, so I have nothing but time and I have plenty of food and beverages, so I'll just stand by and enjoy the show.
All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing your life experience with us and our viewers. We really appreciate it. We want to give you now a bird's eye view going up to Sky 10, which is such a wonderful perspective to have, right? Because you really get up 30,000 feet and able to see out and around and get a sense of what we were just bringing to you live. You know, when you listen to James kind of talking about, the king tides that we're seeing here with this flooding, you got to remember what Brandon and Julie have been saying all morning long in their forecast, which it's that and the accumulation of all the rainfall we've been getting. And then, of course, we have this approaching storm, slow moving, that's expected to dump a lot of rain in the area. So it's very unique in the sense that it's this like triple threat that's coming here. We actually spoke to another gentleman. We'll introduce him to you when you see us back live in about an hour. And, he just on viewing this right here said, he really does think that we're going to get slammed. And so this view that I'm coming to you live from was enough for him to say, I am going to start heeding the advice of preparing and planning and hunkering down, getting those supplies that you need. And again, one thing that I think has been really nice about Julie and Brandon's as they're kind of analyzing everything, and it's looking like it's pushing back to Tuesday, but always reminding you all, today and tomorrow, those are those key days to button everything up. Everything from pulling in items from outside that can become projectiles. Think about things like emergency cash. And also, one word that James kept using right before I brought you live that I really loved is patience. And I think that's a really important point. As you're all in the fuel lines and we're in those water lines, a friendly reminder, we are all in this together. So just, some kindness and some patience, understanding that everyone's working so diligently to prepare for the storm. So reporting live from Haulover Marine Center, I'm Christina Boomer, Local 10 News.